The type of work I was doing, writing software for ad agencies, it wasn't really my passion. I was kind of searching for what I wanted to do with the rest of my life.
This is Will Buchanan reporting for the Walk for Liberty.
It's June 19th, 2008, day 67. I'm happy to report that we've received more local media coverage with an article referenced in the front page banner of the weekly newspaper, The Clearwater Progress. The article, published today, was written by Ben Jorgensen, the editor of The Progress. I like what he titled it, Taking a Long Walk Home.
Because even though I've never lived in New Hampshire before, it does feel like I belong there and that I'm walking home.
Since the entire article isn't published online, I'll probably read most of it to you here. On April 14th, Will Buchanan and his wife Brooke decided to take a long walk home. They headed east from the Pacific Ocean at Cannon Beach, Oregon, aiming for New Hampshire. As of today, they have plodded through several pairs of shoes during the first leg of their trip. Their journey, depending on which route Brooke plots through Montana, the Dakotas, Minnesota, Indiana, Washington, D.C., and up to the coast of New Hampshire, will cover about 18,500,000 feet. That's roughly 3,500 miles. They've battled shin splints, backaches, blistering heat, snow, and unpredictably fast-moving traffic.
But it's all worth it to spread the word about the need for greater liberty in this country, says Will, a 35-year-old computer programmer.
Will quit his job to find greater meaning in life and also to prepare for the walk of his life. The type of work I was doing, writing software for ad agencies, it wasn't really my passion. I was kind of searching for what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. He decided to promote the Free State Project, which is a movement to encourage people to work toward fighting big government. The idea is to gain back some of the liberties we lost incrementally over the years and try to fight back for them on a global and state level, said Will. Although actually, probably I said local level and state level. Wow, this is one of the biggest Ron Paul signs I've seen yet. I wonder if they make Ron Paul announcements through that loudspeaker. Here's for a size comparison with Brooke.
We just met the guy who has that Ron Paul sign as he was coming home.
He said he's still going to vote for Ron Paul in the election, whether or not he's actually on the ballot. He also talked about how he's getting off the grid and becoming personally energy independent.
Continuing with the article, the idea of the Free State Project is to have a concentrated group of people in one state to fight for liberty, explained Will.
New Hampshire is a good starting point for fighting for liberty, said Will. There's no sales tax, no income tax. It's a very business-friendly state. He also says there are liberty-friendly media outlets, unlike the Portland area, which declined to publish stories about his journey. The core of the Free State Project movement is to reduce the size of government and promote life, liberty, and property. It's a very diverse group that's moving there. Everybody has their own ideas about the best way to achieve more liberty. But what they all have in common is the goal of achieving more liberty. We met several more people when we stopped at this local roadside store to get a soda.
I do really like meeting local people and telling them about our walk. So back to the article again.
The people moving to New Hampshire just want to live their life the way they want to, and they don't want to be told, yes, you can do this, or no, you can't do that. They just want to live their life the way they see fit, as long as they are not hurting anyone, said Will. It's a movement that makes sense for a lot of people, opined Will. I think there is a closet community of people who are interested in experiencing more liberty and think that government has gotten too big and out of control. Maybe they have thought there aren't any other people who have thought like them. Maybe they think there is no hope. Maybe they feel beaten down, for lack of a better term. Poor bird is injured. Wonder if he's afraid of us that we're so close to him. The bird actually flew again for a few seconds, but unfortunately was confused and flew into a car. At least he seems to have gone pretty quick. And to finish up the article, hopefully, Will says, if they can see there is hope and that there are people out there fighting for liberty, if they feel strongly enough about it, then come join us in New Hampshire. And they can certainly have a huge community that will support them in whatever kind of role they want to take in fighting for liberty. And not everyone has to walk to that new home, but for Will, it is an appropriate liberating experience, choosing what path to take, how far to walk each day, where to stop, and when to rest. I've had to walk on interstates out of necessity, but I like to travel on the least traveled roads as I can. I really love traveling through the back roads, says Will. Using a GPS device, he tracks his every step, knowing just where to resume his journey every morning. His brother and his girlfriend have been providing support along the way, preparing meals and picking him and Brooke up each day, though due to some pain issues, Brooke doesn't walk every day. The four stay in an RV at night, which has taken some getting used to. I've never had this much close interaction with people and such interdependence with others. I'm not used to people being dependent on me. I've never really managed a project before, so I'm learning as I'm going.
Thanks for the great article, Ben.